What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I got my favorite Thor whore with me again. Look, so let me. Okay, go first. Go first. Go first.
Well, you remember that show like Top Secret and like Scary Movie and all those
Scary movie, yeah.
spoof, fucking spoofs, man. This whole thing felt like a big fucking spoof to me.
It seems like a parody of itself at this point.
It felt like I was watching a Warner Brothers cartoon or something with Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner running around chasing each other and it was just. I mean, Christian Bale was great. He didn't have enough screen time though to help carry this shit show.
Correct.
I'm curious. I mean, and of course, Christian won't say anything because he's a professional and he didn't want to burn any bridges or be that guy. But I imagine him watching this show would probably maybe just.
Yeah, I think so. Just based on his track record. Yeah,
dude. Based on the caliber of the stuff he's done in the past. I just shit, dude. If I was in this show, I'd be like, oh. I'd be like, oh, it's a dream nightmare. But dude, man, it's I mean, visually the fight scenes were great, the special effects are great, the color palette, everything is great, blah blah blah. But the fucking jokes, dude, left and fucking right. The goats running into the fucking moon. Give me a fucking break. Into the planet, whatever,
and just the goats in itself, just extremely annoying.
It got fucking old fast.
Yeah, extremely annoying, extremely loud. It's like you're in a CC's Pizza with kids screaming in your ear. It just I don't know who thought that was a good idea or why that would be mildly entertaining. It wasn't at all. You hit the nail right on the head as far as parody. When you have storylines this compelling and this rich and this sensitive, you don't undercut them with constant jokes and comedy. That summed it up perfectly. I felt like I was watching a Saturday Night Live skit. Like Thor just feels like a complete idiot anymore. Valkyrie felt like an idiot.
Yep.
Even Sif, they brought Lady Sif back, and she has a really good scene where she thinks she's dying, and she's like, "I want to die a noble death," and it kind of ties back to her line in Thor 1. But then what do? He's like, "Well, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think you're gonna die." And she's like, "Oh, well, shit." It's like, why do you got to throw a joke in like that? It just ruins the fucking mood.
Yeah.
Ruins the mood.
And not to mention the huge, massive fucking slap in the face, not just against one pantheon of mythology, but all of mythology.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get to. Trust me, I got some stuff to say,
dude. I'm so irritated the way they portrayed Zeus. Get the fuck out of here. He's one of the all fathers in the MCU, right? Odin's an all father. Did you ever see Odin fucking joking around and being a fucking ding dong? Zeus looked like a fucking.
It was just completely out of place and just completely laughable. It was laughable.
I wish it was laughable. It was irritating. It was insulting.
Well, I'm not saying laughable choices. I'm not saying laughable like I laughed at funny. It was just completely ridiculous laughable. I don't get why. God damn, Taika's such a good filmmaker, man. But I don't get the heavy reliance on just joke after joke after joke. Every fucking line out of Thor's mouth is a punchline. The Guardians, with what little screen time they had, they were joking the whole. You just can't. It's like you can't take these characters seriously anymore, like you could with Thor 1 or the early Avengers movies. It's just like I'm not looking at Thor. I'm looking at like a comedic actor portraying Thor in a skit. I don't get it, man. And what really pissed me off too, aside from the goats, is the whole stupid love triangle with him and his hammers and treating his hammers like pets and petting his hammer and like, come here, boy, come here. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Exactly.
Are you kidding me, dude? Like,
and his hammer socking him off the side of this. It was just, come on, dude.
It's just, it's too much, bro. Like, they're just dumbing this shit down, man. And like, the fucking, what really made me roll my eyes, this Thor, this god, this deity, and his Stormbreaker, a powerful weapon.
Oh yeah.
Puts it under his legs and rides off like a witch. Are you fucking kidding me? Like that right there was Leia, Mary Poppinsing in space to me.
That was the opening fucking scene.
It's just completely ridiculous.
Like, oh, get the full.
It's just completely ridiculous, man. And I can't stress enough how much I hated the overuse of comedy in this movie.
You know what it feels like? It feels like maybe Taika got such a great response from Ragnarok, especially about his little when he had the stage Thor, right? With and he's like, oh, everyone loved fucking stage Thor, with fucking with Matt Damon and all those fuckers. Let's just make the whole movie look like that. And we'll still include stage Thor. And it's just like, God damn, dude.
It's like you can't differentiate.
Fucking hell.
It's really? Like one long running stage play, bro.
There is no humor whatsoever in canon about Gore the fucking God Butcher, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Gore the God Butcher. Let's make it a fucking comedy.
Or Zeus for that matter. Or Zeus. Or Jane having cancer. Like, I mean, you cannot.
That was the only serious part of the show. And the daughter, I mean, at least they got eternity right at the end. I mean, they finally got. And some of the effects were great, and some of them were just shit. When he destroys the blue people's temple in the background, it looked like that looked weird. That looked bad, dude. That looked.
And it's like it seems Thor has no regard for safety anymore, because the old Thor would go out of his way to protect somebody or be careful, and now he's like just running through this sacred building, not giving nonchalant, a fuck.
Yeah, it's totally fucking different, man. I hate it. I literally, this movie was an insult left and right, and yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate, man. The only thing I really liked about this movie was the only really thing I enjoyed was the little scenes Christian Bale had. He was fantastic. That was about it. It's just a parody. It's a parody of itself. I don't know what the MCU is doing. I don't know where we're going with these characters, with the tone. I don't know.
Zeus's lightning bolt.
It looks like a fucking animated Pixar movie.
It's a fucking prop. It's a fucking. It doesn't look. It could have been made to look more intimidating in regard to than just a. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it's made to look like a
fucking
children's
Halloween
toy
costume.
Yeah, prop. like a children's toy or something. And yeah, that's another thing, dude. Just absolutely shitting all over the character that is Zeus.
Not just Zeus, all the other. Oh, but at least, hey, you know what? At least they had the god of fucking dumplings in there.
Oh yeah, of course. You got to have that.
The fuck, you got to have that. Are you serious? Oh, it's the god of steamed dumplings. Where the fuck? You saw that, man. Right? You saw
course.
That part, right? God,
of course.
Oh, so
it's just completely dumbed down. It's like they're insulting our intelligence. I get it. They want to appeal to kids, but it's like at the same time, you have a lot of adults that are invested in this series as well. You can't. Dumb. It's just. I don't get what we're doing with this tone. And I really don't get how people can justify this comedy. I get it. A few jokes here and there are fine. Ragnarok was okay. It was kind of spaced out and it fit the scenes, but this
Ragnarok pushed it a little bit for me at first.
They did. They got a little bit.
Then I was like, then I embraced it. So I was like, okay, but this,
they got close.
They're not. Yeah. That Ragnarok was borderline pushing it for me. This is not going to work for me.
I think in this entire movie, Thor had probably one or two serious lines. That's about it. Everything else is just setting up for a punchline or a joke, or I'm just disappointed, bro. This could have been so much more. The storyline was great.
Should have been. The storyline was already there for you. You didn't have to do much. You didn't have to do much. So, dude, dude, but they need to make it. They need to seriously listen to their fans. And I mean, now granted, I get it, Disney. You're planting the seed for future fans and kids and family, but you can still do those things without shitting on all your original fucking fans. Yeah. And I have some friends, my buddy Leroy, who went with us last night. He said he fucking loved it. It was everything a Thor movie should be. And I'm just like looking at him, my mouth dropped open, like, and Leroy knows more about comics than art in a lot of regards. So I just don't understand.
I don't either. I've had a few people say as well they loved it. They loved it. And honestly, hey, if you love it, cool, awesome. You fucking enjoyed.
Awesome. I'm jealous.
I wish I could. I wish I did.
Yeah, but
I wish I had that fucking brain cell where I could enjoy it, but I just don't.
I hated it, dude.
I don't know how you justify shitting all over these characters and just making them laughably idiotic buffoons.
dude, this is down there with like with Iron Man 3 for me. I mean,
it's at the bottom of my list. It's at the bottom of my list.
Down, brother.
It's unfortunate, man. It's sad. We love Thor. We love the franchise, and it's unfortunate.
And I love Taika Waititi, and I love Chris
I do too. I do too.
But
yes,
this formula does not. This. You know, they're all you know, parts of a recipe to for a potentially awesome cake or whatever the fuck dish, right?
Yeah,
I like. Yeah. I'm hungry, so I talk about fucking food. I'm a fat ass. I talk about food. Do they put way too much? In this case, you know, instead of putting sugar in their fucking batter, they put a shit ton of salt. And the humor was the salt, and it fucked up the whole cake for me.
Yeah,
it just, no matter how pretty the cake looks, frosting wise, it's still that the flavor was not there. It was a shitty fucking cake, dude. Yeah, they put salt instead of sugar, and yeah, no matter how much frosting you put on it, it's still a piece of shit.
It's still gonna have that bitter taste to it, you know. And I honestly, I know a lot of people don't like the first Thor. I love the first Thor.
I did too. I
missed the date. If you look at this in comparison to the first Thor, you know, the first Thor, it's more Shakespearean, it's more regal. Mm-hmm. That's how it should be with the Olympus gods like that. You take them, you took Thor seriously, you took Loki and Odin seriously. All the characters in there you took seriously. This is just like all the characters are just laughable.
Dude, Zeus was one of the worst parts of this movie for me.
Oh, it was terrible. Even Valkyrie, bro. Like you have
she was ridiculous.
You have this powerful warrior. I love Valkyrie. I love Tessa Thompson. She's fantastic. But you have her like just making jokes, wearing basketball jerseys at the end of the movie. Like, what are we fucking doing here, guys? This is Valkyrie, a fucking warrior. Yep. What are we doing? She's in a fucking basketball jersey. Like,
she's the last Valkyrie, dude. So
like, put some fucking respect on her, man. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yep.
It's an absolute joke, man. I feel bad for the actors because they're all very talented. You know, I feel bad for, I know Chris Hemsworth said Taika Waititi invigorated his love for the character, but I liked the older Thor more than I like this one.
I do too.
I mean, if I'm speaking honest, he was a more serious character. You took him seriously.
I like somber emo fat Thor better than this.
Yeah, I think this is the worst incarnation of Thor I've seen, you know. Granted,
Chris
100%. Hemsworth he's good at what he does. He's so good at the character. He owns the character, but it's just like, I just can't take him seriously anymore. It's all a joke. It's a parody. It's a joke.
Absolute fucking joke.
I feel bad for Natalie Portman coming back into this with such a powerful storyline. But again, you know, even when
she had shitty fucking one-liners in there.
Yeah,
too.
even when
everybody had their
yeah, it was rough, man.
It was rough. It was fucking rough. That's a good way to put it. It was rough.
And before we go, here's another quick way to put it. You start the movie off with a very powerful scene, Christian Bale and his daughter. This might have a pretty good tone to it. And then he goes and finds this oasis with other gods. And then, oh no, these guys are just complete laughable jokes. And it's like, it just doesn't work well with what Christian's trying to do, his serious tone. And then you have this stupid looking fucking god who's a joke. It just doesn't blend well, bro, at all.
Nope. You missed, they missed such an opportunity to really dramatize that and like just to like really like the transition from, you know, loving father who to tormented soul because his, you know, they missed out, dude. They missed on so much. I mean, was Taika just, I think he fucked up, man. I think he's blinded by thinking humor is always the slapsticky. And I think a lot of times I've seen some interviews with him. He doesn't plan a lot of stuff out. Sometimes it's a lot of it's like to shoot from the hip and, hey, let's do this. Oh, this would be great. And I think he just fucking lost control of his vision here. And he just put too much salt in the fucking cake recipe, man.
Yeah.
And,
this had potential to have some very heart-wrenching emotional weight to it, but
Gore didn't get enough time to become the god butcher himself.
Yeah,
I mean, exactly. It's the fucking necro sword, man.
It's another powerful villain, fantastic actor, one and done. You just bring him in, one off him. That's it. That's all we get. No build up. You could have introduced him in another movie, something, you know, a series. I don't fucking know, but I
don't know what's going on, dude. If this is the path that Feige's pushed, that the Feige's accepting people, and he needs to like have. I know he gave Taika 100%. He's like, hey man, yeah, Ragnarok's great. Just do what you do your thing.
Yeah,
I don't think there was a lot of oversight. in this, but
I think there needs to be a little control going forward,
dude. It seems that they need to have some conversations.
They do. They need to figure some stuff out, because
this was not What We Do in the Shadows movie, which is
exactly.
I love that show, but I'm just
worried, man, because you have two top tier tentpole superhero movies, Doctor Strange and Thor, both of them very bland. I don't know what we're doing. I would expect this from like the lesser known MCU movies, but two tentpole movies like this that we've been waiting
that are established
for.
Yeah, that have established actors, that have established roles, that have momentum, right? They have momentum in the MCU. I shook my head so many times in this fucking movie.
I rolled my eyes a lot. My eyes started hurting. And I'm not saying this shit just trying to be funny. You know, I'm being legit. I was very fucking disappointed.
I'm disappointed and disappointed. And I'm kind of angry, man, because all this time vested in the MCU, in this character. I mean, I'm a Thor horror. He's my favorite.
And we've been waiting 3 years for this movie? It's been a long wait, you know. It's like, and it did not pay off by any means. It sucks. It sucks. So, but I got nothing left to add, man. I've got it all out. I'm just ready to move on and pray for a brighter future with the MCU, man, because I don't know what we're doing right now.
We need some focus here, MCU. Yep. We need some focus.
We need something. So hopefully we'll get it. What did you think of the movie? Leave some comments. Leave your thoughts, whether they be bad or good. I want to hear everything. So
yeah, dude,
you got our thoughts. So genuine thoughts. You know? Yeah, go see it for yourself. Go form your own opinion. Don't let my opinion sway you. If you like the movie, That's awesome, man. Enjoy it. Anyways, that's it. We're getting out of here. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, maybe. Are there any good movies out this week? Because I need to see a fucking good movie.